What's up, guys? It's Ryantium here, and today we are back in Skyrim. That's right, you guys, and no snap! It's gonna be an awesome freaking day. So guys, welcome back, and happy Saturday. So yes, we are indeed back here once again in Skyrim. Apologies for the brief hiatus, but needed to get life settled back down here in Sweden when I'm with Chloe, but thankfully, I'm back. We're back and we're ready to start doing home showcases not Monday, Saturday and Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Let's Play episodes of The Carved Brink at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturday and Sunday, with the live streams through the week, hopefully, as long as they work. But welcome, guys. Let's get right into today's showcase. So today we're up here once again in the snowy north, taking a look at RKUNG-ZEL Dwarven Ruins. I want to go ahead and say that's how you pronounce that, but I'm not sure. But it's actually, I believe there's a misspelling in the title of the mod on Bethesda.net, because the doors inside of the mod, they're all labeled a different thing. It's similar to the name of it, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But RKUNG-ZEL Dwarven Ruins is up here in the Reach. So we're up here closest to Markarth and probably, just Markarth. So we got Markarth right here, and then right here we have RKUNG-ZEL. So you can see it's actually RKUNG-ZEL, but on Bethesda.net it says RHUNG-ZEL, which I believe K and G, yeah, or H and G, they're kind of close together, so yeah, that's probably a little bit of a typo, but that's okay. But anyways, this home is kind of incredible. So it shocked me. I have done an initial walkthrough of it because I tried to record this video once before, but as I was recording, my computer died because I didn't have a US to Europe adapter, so my laptop decided to die. But now we're back. I have the equipment that I need and we're good to go. So this home is as if someone asked the question, I want Raven Castle, but I want it in a Dwarven style. That's kind of what this is. This is... Like I said, it was kind of shocking to me at how much the mod author was able to pack into this damn thing. It's kind of crazy how much is in here, if my memory serves me. But we can go ahead and head on inside because the outside, not too crazy, but I will say the one thing that we completely bypassed was the flippin' view. I completely forgot to tell you guys about this. Look at the damn view of Skyrim, the Reach, and just the surrounding area. This view alone is worth downloading the mod. It's just beautiful to have a place up here to call yourself, or to call your own. And, you know, you can just pop a squat on this bench and look out across the land. Very cool to see. Very, very cool to see, in fact. But yeah, we can go ahead and head up to where the door is at, and we can begin to check out the rest of the home, because this is indeed a home. Too many of these mods that I've done before, it's like this big structure, but it's not a home. But they classify it as a home, and I showcase it like a home. But into Zel Grand Cavern. I'm just going to say Zel, because it gets exhausting trying to pronounce these freaking Dwarven names. But here we go. Yeah, you weren't expecting that, I betcha. The minute I walked in here and I saw this big, grand, open area with these nice trees, the running water, and the Dwarven architecture with the stone off in the background, kind of a nice contrast, I gotta say. The mod author's done a really great job of making this feel custom. And I want to say that there's no external assets used in this. I could be wrong, but everything in this home, I'm pretty sure, is just within Skyrim, which is really, really cool to see, because it's very cool to see what mod authors can do. Okay, but now, let's go ahead and walk straight up to the door. So right here we have this big grand entrance with all this Dwarven architecture, and all of the big sconces and these big Dwarven spheres and stuff like that. Very cool to see. Now, I did see that there was a doorway down there, and it looks to be a structure down there or something like that. I don't exactly know how to get down there, but we're going to take a look at everything that we can. Into the Great Hall. Now, I will say one thing about this home that kind of turned me off there at the beginning, the first time I walked through here, which was the amount of loading screens. The loading screens, it can be a little bit of a turn-off for some people, but if you like the home, it might be worth it. So, the one thing that's interesting about Dwarven homes is, we've said this in the past, I've said this in the past, it's hard to make cold feel homey. And I think the mod author does a decent job of creating this space that feels more like a home, and more like a home rather than a ruin, because that's exactly what it is. It's a ruin. But the mod author's done a wonderful job of weaving the bushes through the home, all the lighting, the sconces, the nice gas lights up there. You know, you've got these big tall statues and everything like that, accenting the ends of hallways and everything like that. It's a really, really nice way of weaving it through there. But you still cannot get away from the fact that the stone just makes it so damn cold. just the feeling of in here, I feel like I would need a jacket. That's exactly what it looks like. I feel like I would need a jacket because it would be so damn cold. Not to mention, we're in the snow. And last time I checked, stone gets pretty damn cold. But let's see, what else do we have through here? This goes into the Grand Cavern. So we're going to start with the Grand Cavern and work our way back. The one thing that I've said the one thing about 18 times so far in the showcase, and we're only 5 minutes in, but I will say a great thing that I love about this mod is the separation of rooms. The separation of rooms is a nice thing because they have everything that you need to run a successful home in different rooms. Now this is the balcony. I forgot that this was here. Yeah, I forgot that this was here. So this is the balcony that you can kind of just hang out on. There's no seating areas. I would have loved to have seen a seating area out here, just to kind of sit out here and watch your domain. Kind of neat. The feeling and the vibe that I get from this home is kind of like a reclusive dwarf king living in the mountain. It's kind of neat, honestly. It gives me a Lord of the Rings / Hobbit vibe, which is really, really nice. Kind of plain walkway through here. Nothing too extravagant, though. All you need are a couple lights and everything like that outside, and you're good to go. But let's continue down through here. Nice little water feature that we did pass by in the beginning. But as we continue through the home, we're going to pass through this large stone corridor with this menacing Dwarven centurion looming overhead. And then we come down into one of our first kind of foyers, kind of our seating areas, you know, just kind of a random room, more so a connector piece for the rest of the home. Now, the one thing that you'll notice is there isn't a lot of mechanical sound like you normally get with a lot of the Dwarven homes that I've showcased in the past. Now that's because those pistons out there, those are your pretty much only mechanical sound, steam sound, all sorts of that stuff that you normally get from the Dwarven homes. So there's not a whole lot here as far as that sound. I think the mod author's done a great job of mitigating that sound because I know a lot of us hate that sound. So they did a wonderful job. Like I said, this is just kind of a connector piece room, more so just kind of a walkthrough room, you know? It's kind of like the flyover states in the United States. You don't really go to Kansas, but you just fly over top of it. And I'm sorry if I just offended my Kansas viewers, but but it's true. Let's see. So this goes to the ZEL quarters. And then there was another door over here. And in fact, you know what? We'll work our way back over there. No need to rush. We got all the time in the world. So let's go into the quarters. And here we are, inside of the quarters. Now the quarters has this nice little area here at the beginning with a couple seating areas, some nice shrubbery and stuff like that kind of dotted everywhere inside of here, which is one thing that I really like about this home is the trees. I'm not a big fan of when mod authors, they just throw trees in random places that they would not necessarily grow, but I think the mod author's done a wonderful job of making it look really, really cool, even though they probably wouldn't grow here. Who knows? These dwarves have some crazy technology. Who knows? Maybe they have, I don't know, indoor growing trees. Who knows? But I do love the addition of these gaslight chandeliers. Really, really kind of a nice touch. Not to mention with the pipes all being strewn throughout the ceiling and stuff like that. I think a great thing that the mod author did is they put the pipes up high, because the pipes, they're not the prettiest thing. But we've got 3 decisions to make. We can go left, we can go forward, and we can go right. Let's go left in typical Ryantium fashion, shall we? And let's see where this leads. So this leads into just a door, and we enter into one of our first rooms. Now, a little bit of a disclaimer here. When I was initially doing this showcase before my computer died the first time, I noticed something. You might be able to pick it out in this room. The furniture looks a little tiny. Kind of looks like it's meant for dwarves. And I have to imagine that's probably why the mod author made it that way. I don't know, though, because it's kind of tiny. Like, if you look at this chair, that would just go up to probably my bottom back, maybe? Back to where maybe the bottom of those scrolls are in my backpack. I'm not sure exactly, but it just looks tiny. I'm not exactly sure if that's just my eyes playing tricks on me because of the size of the room, or if it's actually tiny. But I will say the decor in this room is wonderfully done. I love the way it's placed. These gigantic stone fireplaces with those big dwarven pipes at the top. Really, really cool. And then we've got this nice little replica boat right there that we can just kind of throw around the room, you know. And then we've got these cool little Dwarven Centurion heads. A nice little area over here, and then maybe just a little chair to listen to your favorite song, depending on where you lie with the Civil War. And we can go and come through here and see what else is through here. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot in here. Perhaps, aha, I remember what this is. This is the kitchen and the staff quarters, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because I think in my initial walkthrough, the words that I used to describe this back area, especially this area, is bland, kind of boring, definitely not as grandiose as the rest of the house is, but that's probably in design. This is the large kitchen, which I do love the architecture inside of here. They did a great job with the high ceilings and the the tables and everything like that to prepare the food. They've got the food stuff storage over there, and then once again these gigantic fireplaces. They're so cool. Now you do indeed have a working cooking pot in here, and it's right there, which is great to see because this house does have some functionality in it. I promise you it's not all just for aesthetic. And then we had one more door. And what is this other door over here? Oh, I remember what it is. You ready? This is where I'm going to be spending all my time because it's got all the alcohol down here. Yes, it does. So you have your wine and your mead cellar, which you can come down here, just fill up a cup of mead, fill up a bottle of mead, something like that, grab a whole bunch of bottles of beer, maybe some wine, take it up through the rest of the house, and just get absolutely sloshed. But let's go ahead and come up right back through the kitchen and the staff quarters, and we're going to continue with the second door that we had the choice to make. Alrighty, so back out through the grand dining room, we're going to come around here on this nice little platform, and we're going to check out the straight-on door. Now this door is, once again, just a regular door, no loading screen, which is great. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this was a drawing room of sorts. Now, a drawing room, if I'm not mistaken, is more so just kind of a chilling out, more of a living room area, which is kind of nice to see. And the reason I say that is because there's not a whole lot in here as far as, workbenches, there's no beds, there's no, cooking pots, anything like that. It's more so of just a seating area where you can grab a glass of wine from your wine cellar and your mead cellar, come in here, maybe grab a book off that bookshelf over there, because I know we got some bookworms watching. And then just kind of sit by the fire, honestly. It's just kind of a nice little area to sit. I would call it a living room or a drawing room, but I believe drawing rooms were originally meant for just sitting. I believe they were meant for entertaining your guests before dinner, if I'm not mistaken. Then again, I'm not of, I don't have the knowledge of that, but kind of a regular room inside of there. And then last but not least, in this wing of the house, we have, you could probably guess it, the master bedroom. Now, this was the initial room where I thought the furniture was really tiny. And the reason I say that is that table right there just looks so small. And I don't know why. I don't know why I think it all looks so tiny. Perhaps it is tiny. Let me know down there in the comments if you think it's tiny, because I don't think my butt would be comfortable fitting on that seat right there. I really don't think that would be very comfy. Another bookshelf for the bookworms of Skyrim, but I guarantee you the bookworms of Skyrim are going to get their fill with one of the rooms in here. I know quite a few of them are going to like it. But yes, once again, we have the Dwarven theme stone bed, of course. We all love to sleep on stone slabs, right? We all like to have back-breaking problems, because that's what life is all about, breaking your back. But nice little area over here. We have a nice little study with another bookshelf back there. And overall, kind of a boring master bedroom, but I will say the architecture and the openness of it is really, really nice, especially with this big tree in the middle. Kind of cool, but not necessarily the coolest room. I'd say that can be reserved for this. Oh yeah, that's right. So we have either a swimming pool or a swimming bathtub. It's actually, if I remember in the first time I did this showcase before my computer died, it's a shower, pool, hot tub combination, which is really, really cool. You can take a shower in that gigantic waterfall that would probably dent your head as soon as you stood underwater. You have the big pool right there. And then over here, you have a nice little hot tub for you to just go ahead and soak your problems away. You know, that back pain? Gone instantly as soon as you walk in. But I just love the ambiance in here. It's so much like a cave, because it is a cave. Good one, Ryan. But it's just so much like a grotto, and I like that a lot. Really, really nice decor inside of there. But we now have another part of the home to see, and it's going to take a little bit of backtracking to get there. So we've seen this part of the home. We've seen this wing. We've come through this area, and now we can go ahead and run back through here, and we can find the other area. Okay, so here we are in this cross-section room, once again, the connector piece room that we were here. We just came from that way, so it's only logical that we go this way now. Now, this way leads into the functionality of the home, with this connector piece hallway right here, which is really, really cool, especially with these, like, bent pipes. Really, really nice the way that they're laid out. Not too overbearing with the sounds in my ear with all of the freaking, what are they, the steam and the pistons and stuff like that. Really, really nice inside of here, but we can walk through the door called Blue Water Cavern. And I bet you weren't expecting a giant jellyfish. That's right, we're down here in Blue Water Cavern. And Blue Water Cavern, I'd like to say, is modeled more so after Blackreach, because of all the bioluminescence, but this is where you're probably going to be spending a majority of your time. Now, I was here when the computer died, so we can go ahead and assume that I haven't seen anything here, which is really, really cool. Now, let's go ahead and see what else is inside of here. Let's see what we got. So we've got a door here. That's the armory. Ooh, I kind of want to go in there like right now. So we have the armory right here, and if it's anything like any modded armory before, you can expect a lot of armor mannequins, probably weapon plaques, weapon racks, weapon display cases, and a giant piston. That is cool looking. What the hell? Does that have any functionality to anything? That'd be sweet if it did. Like if this was the forge or something like that, that'd be so cool. But I think it's more so just a giant centerpiece. That's really cool. So, in regular armory fashion, we do indeed have some weapon racks, as well as some armor mannequins. A huge training area over there, which is great to see. Looks like we got some dwarven bows, some dwarven arrows, all of that stuff. Some storage, probably for some assorted, weapons, items, stuff like that. Over here, some free dwarven weapons, which is great to see. And the fact that this home is actually free gives you the ability to get all these weapons, very early on, which is always nice to see. But then we've got 3 doors, 3 more decisions to make. Where does this lead? This leads into, okay, another room. Okay, this is the armor display room. Well, interesting. Okay, so this is strictly just armor display inside of here. Lots of mannequins, that for the collectors of Skyrim, that's for sure. Because God knows we're all collectors of Skyrim eventually. Got 10,000 healing potions in your inventory? You don't want to use them, because you never know if you'll ever run into a hard boss that takes 10,001 of the health potions. But okay, let's go ahead and see what else is inside of here. More armor mannequins. I saw them off in the corners. Looks like we have some spread out weapon racks and weapon plaques, as well as maybe a shield plaque. Now, I will say one thing that I think is a little bit strange is the size of the rooms is not the same as the size of the furniture. And what I mean by that is this stuff is really tiny, really small, and the size of the room is massive. So I really think the mod author could have done a lot more to fill the space inside of here. But let's see what's back here. Is this the forging area, perhaps? Or is this just a badass centerpiece area? Holy shit, this looks cool. What the hell? Looks like we got some dagger racks that do indeed work. Great to see. Some more armor mannequins, some more weapon racks and stuff like that. A nice little seating area right here with this gigantic fiery sconce, like, I don't even know what the hell that thing is called, a totem. Got some weapon display cases that do indeed work. Always great to see. Okay, that is a badass room, I gotta say. And then last but not least, we do have one other room inside of here. And it's that one or it's this one? Is it this one? Let's see, we've already gone in there. Oh, we came from there, so it's gotta be this one. Got to be this room right here. What else could this possibly be? Aha, tons of weapon plaques and weapon display cases. Very nice, okay. So tons of weapon racks. We have a few assorted chests right here to store, some extra stuff if you need it. Got ourselves a weapon plaque right there with a display case. Very cool. Okay, so tons of storage for weapons and armors. Very nice to see. So that's the armory of your home. I'd say it's pretty comparable to some of the armories that we've seen in a lot of homes, but I think the mod author could have done a lot to maybe size down the room a little bit and make it to where the furniture kind of matches the size. But then again, that could also be, once again, my eyes playing tricks on me, and the furniture is actually just regular sized, and maybe it's just kind of an illusion. But let's see, we have a walkway up here, and let's see what we have right here, shall we? Okay, I was hoping we'd run into this room next. I think in the description it says that there's a library in here, so I believe the bookworms of Skyrim, hold on to your pants, because we're about to see a library. But let's see. I already see a Dwarven Centurion up there, once again with the pipes at the ceiling. Marvelous. Keep them out of the way of the ground. And let's see. What a nice little area in here. Look at this. Nice little reading nooks up here. Maybe you could do some studying. Looks like we got Calcemo stone rubbing right there. That's kind of neat. That's a quest item, though. Interesting. So your bookshelves are the regular Dwarven bookshelves, and I know a lot of people probably don't like those. It's probably more so for the Dwarven book collector. But even still, kind of cool to see, because I know a lot of people actually don't like the regular bookshelves with the glass front, because you can't display your books on them. You can only put them in there as if they're in a chest. So I really think people are going to like this bookshelf rather than the bookshelves that normally come with libraries. But looks like we have something up here. Are there books in here? No. But this display case does not work, okay? So we have some assorted storage, maybe for some, I don't know, some pencils, maybe some notebooks, who knows? But let's see, I saw another doorway right here, which we can go ahead and check out. And let's see what we got. This is just another regular door. Oh, this is pretty. It's got a nice little water feature, a bunch of these little trees in here. Is this just kind of like a little reading nook? I think it is. Oh, but wait a second. That's a lever. What do we got? Oh, wait a second. What? What? Hang on. This is like amazing. What is this? What do we got? Into the Hall of Knowledge. Oh, it's just a regular... Ooh, it's just a regular door. Ooh, the plot thickens. Oh, this looks so cool. What is this gigantic magic ball at the end? And there's a statue holding an Elder Scroll right there. It looks like we got a couple things right here. What do we have? Can we activate these little lexicons? Can I stand in this? I have now been imbued with the magic of a million suns. This is pretty neat, although I think it's all for show. That would have been really cool if it would have been like a teleporter or something like that. Like a secret entrance teleporter. But I'm digging all the shrubbery and stuff around here. Really, really pretty inside of here. Very cool. And we do indeed have some tables here as well, which I assume you can come in here, grab yourself maybe a glass of wine, a bottle if you need it, and just grab yourself a nice book and come read. That is the coolest freaking reading nook ever. Props to the freaking mod author for putting down a spiral staircase from the Dragonborn DLC. Very, very cool. Very, very neat. Okay, so now let's head back into Blue Water Cavern, and let's see what else we have. Alright, back out here in Blue Water Cavern once again. We've seen the library, we've seen the armory, we've seen the kitchen. All we have yet to see is a blacksmithing area, and I have to imagine, I have to assume that that's what this door is, or the one that I saw back there a little ways. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say that the Dragon's Forge is most likely the Forge, but it's cool that they call it the Dragon's Forge, and the mod author has already shown that they use a lot of the vanilla assets to just make these grand freaking statues and totems and pillars and stuff like that. I can only imagine what the hell this is gonna look like. Let's see, lots of pipes inside of here. Ooh, oh my, what the fuck, that's cool. What the fuck? Why does it have Godzilla breath, though? That's so dope. You have a chained dragon breathing fire into the forge. What the fuck? That's so cool. Oh my god. So yes, this is the forge. We have ourselves the grindstone. We have our workbench, the smelter, as well as... what is this? Activate valve. Did that do anything? That did not do anything. Okay, that might just be for aesthetic as well. Who knows? But we have a whole bunch of assorted weapons, as well as large Dwemer struts. We got some Dwarven metal ingots, anvil right there, tanning rack, and then what's in here? Is this someone's house? Oh, this is interesting. It's just a storage room. Oh, but this is, oh, named storage. Good. Aha! And this is where you can store all of the rest of your stuff, and then maybe grab yourself a quick cat nap, you know? Just in case. You know, hard day at the forge. Gotta make sure that you get yourself some sleep. Oh wait, there's another dragon right there. Or wait, is that the same dragon? Okay, that just changed the fire color, I think? Or no, that is a different dragon. There's two dragons in here? Oh, that's so cool! Not only one, but two dragons. Are there any more up there? Holy shit, that's probably the most unique forge I think I've ever seen. That is so freaking cool. Oh my god. Okay, so now that we've seen everything functional about the home, I'm going to do a quick once-over to make sure that we didn't miss anything, because there was that area at the entrance that was down below, and I'm curious to see if we can actually get down there and see if there's anything down there. In fact, wait, there's a walkway over here, it looks like. Or not. Perhaps that might just be for show? Not exactly sure, but I tell you what, if I find anything else, I'll come back in and show you. Okay, I did miss something. There's a laboratory. A laboratory. So I imagine this is... Oh, you know what? I completely forgot. Yeah, I said we've seen all the functionality, but we haven't seen the alchemy table or the enchanting table. And I imagine that... Wow, that's cool. I imagine that this is... That stuff is in here. God, the centerpieces in this freaking house are so cool. Couple chests right here on the walls for poisons and such. Very cool to see. Looks like we have a few ways to go. We can go down there last, but I imagine this is most likely the alchemy and the enchanting wing. Let's see what we got. This is interesting looking. Got some more storage through here. Always great to see. Nice little centerpiece right there. But no, there's no... Looks like just to be some extra storage for some armor mannequins as well as weapon racks and stuff like that. I guess if you don't get enough in your armory, you could always put stuff down in your laboratory. Maybe you can put your clothes down in your laboratory. You know, the stuff that you enchant for, like, magicka and alchemy and stuff like that, possibly. But if this door... I imagine this leads to the alchemy and the enchanting area. Aha, I was right. Okay, perfect. Nice little display over there. Big fireplace once again. We have our enchanting right there. And then I imagine alchemy on the other side? No. I don't see any alchemy labs. Unless this changes, because I've seen that before. No. That's interesting. No alchemy lab. Perhaps it's down the staircase that we saw earlier. That goes that way, I think? No, it goes this way. Perhaps it's down here. Or perhaps I just completely bypassed it. Let's see what we have. This leads into another area. That goes back out into the Grand Cavern. I bet you this is going to put us right underneath of that front entrance area. Yep, I was right. Oh, dude, this looks cool as shit. Okay, any alchemy lab down here? No, but the forest through here is so beautiful. Holy shit, this is cool. This is where all you... Aha, here it is. I knew it. As soon as I saw all these ingredients being grown down here, I was like, there's gotta be an alchemy lab down here. Oh my god, that's so cool. That is so unique. I love this place so freaking much. Now let's see, does this lead to like a secret exit or something like that? Or does it just kind of come down here into the water? I imagine it just kind of comes down here into the water. Oh my god, this is like, this may have just become one of my favorite homes in Skyrim, which is, that's pretty damn cool. But I do believe that's everything that this home has to offer you guys. And I gotta say, as far as bang for your buck goes, 1, it's free. 2, it's got a ton of real estate. And 3, you have everything that you could possibly need to survive, thrive, and craft inside of this home. Not to mention, it's pretty luxurious too, which is really, really cool. So guys, let me know, would you use it down there in the comment section? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Anything like that, down there in the comment section, guys. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.